Hey, this is Andree Taylor. I am here with Chris Jenkins.
Appreciate it.
Bank of America Stadium, where the Carolina Panthers had just beaten up on the Buffalo Bills 9-3 for the home opener. Right after the game, we caught up with a few players. Check out what they had to say.
I was just running, and I just planted my foot, and I just felt it pop. I knew something was up. Thought maybe if I came off and kind of regrouped a little bit, but I just knew something wasn't right. I came in and took an X-ray, pretty straightforward. So, it's disappointing, obviously. I've always prided myself on being out there and playing. Sometimes things are out of your control. Makes playing offense a lot easier when your defense holds everybody to 3 every game. But the reality is in this league, you can't really count on everyone on your defense holding everybody in the league to 3 points. So the last 2 weeks have been as nice as they are offensively. We have to score more.
If you can, limit an offense to just 6 points. What was 6 points? 3. Well, to 3 points. That's big, man. That's big. It's hard to win in this league. If you limit it to 3 points, man, it's a great defense performance, I say.
A win is a win. We're just trying to stack wins. It was a close game. They had a shot right there at the end, but other than that, I thought we held them down pretty good. I thought it was nice. We all rushed well together. I was the beneficiary today, but we all did a great job, and we all controlled our rush lanes.
I've never heard an ugly win. If you go 16-0 with 9-3 being every record, I wouldn't call that ugly.
So now, Chris, I know you had 3 key points you wanted to bring up. First point was injuries. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, everybody was excited about the injuries being non-existent on that last injury report. I think it came out on Friday. And then today it seemed like it bit us right in the butt, right? We had Greg Olsen, which we got to confirm exactly what is. Either some people in the media that wasn't sure about a broken foot or a bone or something that's wrong with Greg, that he has a walking boot on. And it was funny, in the locker room, Coach Rivera walked by and he said, "What did Greg say? What is it?" Like as if he didn't know, which he might not have, because he has to go immediately to the press conference. But Greg Olsen, Cam Newton hurt his ankle, was it? Mm-hmm. And also Kelvin Benjamin got a little dinged up. And I actually saw, lose my mind. Come on, the other tight end, help me out. From Oregon. All right, Ed Dixon. I'm sorry, Ed Dixon had a nice little ice pack under his ribs, and Funches looked a little wobbly. So, it seemed like a big war out there, and I think that covers them all. Cam, Kelvin. Yeah, a lot of injuries came in today. Yeah,
and as we know, injuries are part of the game, so hopefully these guys are okay. We continue to win. Second point was about Christian McCaffrey. Tell us about that.
You're probably going to hate this one, right? So, early in the game, we did a little live show. You were talking about Christian McCaffrey. I said, I feel like that he is not – okay, let me backtrack. He's a great player. Let me say that first of all. I believe in Christian. I love how athletic and versatile he is, but I don't want him taking all the carries, specifically the carries, away from Stewart. Have him out there in the Wildcat, have him catching passes out the backfield, all that stuff. But I feel like he shouldn't have half as many carries. I feel like he should be about at a third. And today, his average yards, I didn't get a chance to look at it, was lower. And I just feel like Stewart is a much better runner right now. We don't have to rush McCaffrey into the rushing attempts right now. Let's use them all over the place, use them as a punt return, etc. So hopefully, I won't say hopefully, but in my 2-cent opinion, I want Christian to carry less and just be a versatile player right now. Give Stewart the ball a lot more right now.
And I think the Bills keyed on what happened last week with McCaffrey, because he had, 22, 23 touches. He was limited this week, so they clearly game plan for him this week.
Yeah.
And so the third point was about Don Shula. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I think it's Mike Shula, actually. Don's his dad, but it's okay. A lot of people do that.
I'm thinking Miami Dolphins, right?
You're thinking Dolphins. But, yeah, Shula still gets a lot of attention out there on Twitter as we're doing our social media things and saying that he should go in his game plan. My biggest criticism of Shula has always been that he'll not have a nice game plan, but as the game progresses, he's not good at making changes. And in my opinion, you still saw that today. We didn't get into the end zone, which I believe Rivera was talking about, that he thinks that the fact that he was their defensive coordinator helped them shut them down a little bit. And I didn't think about that, and there could be some truth to that. But we scored 6 points in the first half and barely just got that last 3 in the second half, and then the Buffalo crept up. So to me, that still says adjustments, right? And maybe even Wilkes not suffered, but still is adjusted to his new role and making those adjustments in the second half. So that's my take on it. You got any take on Shula?
All I'll say is I agree with Coach LeBron. I think that Buffalo, with McDermott, right, being the former defensive coordinator for our team, really knew what the Panthers were all about, right? So he was able to game plan, he was able to prepare, and, you know, maybe that's part of the reason why we stayed out of the end zone. But I agree. I think adjustments have to be made at the halftime, and you have to figure out a way to get the ball into the end zone. You can't get to the red zone and just settle for field goals. That's just not going to win a Super Bowl for us.
So Shula, he's not going anywhere. Right? He'll be here. We got to adjust to him.
Amen.
So you gonna wrap us up, man? Take us out.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap up
next week.
We got the Saints next week here at Bank of America Stadium. So like our video, subscribe, check us out. We'll be back here and we'll be doing it again. So thanks for everything, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Hey, he's Andree Taylor. I'm Chris Jenkins for CharlotteVibe.com at Bank of America Stadium.
Take care.